Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social, in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Storm. Delighted to be joined by one of the most erratic fighters I think we'll ever see in Sean McComb, European champion. Sean, big fight for you here on Sky on Boxer, a chance for you to sort of progress your career a little bit. Kaisee Benjamin's in front of you, terrific fight. How are you feeling coming into this? You're looking in decent shape, bud.
Yeah, great platform, like you said. Great fight as well with Kaisee Benjamin, and a great opportunity for me to progress my career in the right direction. And put a lot of work to get to this stage in my career, like right through the fundamentals, right through to now. And this is the biggest stage I've ever boxed on, so it's exciting for me.
I saw you last time out. I think you were on the Conlon undercard, and you were boxing really well. And I thought there was a chance you were going to get him out of there. And then when you came out of the ring, I found out you had a bit of an injury. How long did that take to sort of heal up? Was it your hand, I believe? Did you break it, or was there a minor fracture? So something happened though, didn't it?
Yeah, I broke my hand. I'm a metacarpal. Thankfully now it's fully back to normal, and punching as hard as ever, and full confidence back again in my left hand, which is great. So yeah, it's healed up now, and I'm raring to go.
In your career, I was at the fight, yourself and Gavin Gwynn, it always gets noted as a point in your career that always gets brought up. But the reason doing it now is because obviously you in that last fight you had a broken hand and you managed to fight your way sort of to the end. A lot of people, they break hands and stuff, and sometimes have to get pulled out. They pull themselves out. Did you see that as a bit of a sort of turning point up here? Because you've come a long way since that moment, haven't you? And I know you had things going on which probably most people maybe wouldn't have fought under them circumstances, but do you think that was sort of a turning point to say that, sometimes when the shit hits the fan, I've proved I am going to fight through it kind of thing, and proved a lot of people wrong?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a bad injury, isn't it? And I couldn't use my left hand at all, really. I've suffered from bad cuts before. I've never complained to referees about head collisions, anything like that. I've just got on with it. Obviously, it was a new experience with Gavin Gwynn, what I felt in there and where my head was at mentally. But physically and mentally now I'm in a much better place, and like as I said before, it's Shawnee Mac 2.0 and it's here to stay.
Well, Shawnee Mac 2.0 is on the cusp of some really big fights if you manage to get past Kaisee at the weekend. Talk to me a little bit about Kaisee. What do you see in him as a fighter? What does he do well? I'm not saying give me a game plan where we can all sort of see things, but are there things about his game that impresses you?
Strong lad. Very strong, right? Those heavy right hands, and he's got really good distance control. He gives that false sense of distance where he can lean back, and he has a good boxing IQ, believe it or not. For a short fighter, he's able to box on the back foot, shoulder roll, and stuff like that. So I've seen real good traits to Kaisee's game that I am aware of, and we worked around that in camp. And it's got the makings of a great fight, it really does.
You're working with Peter Taylor currently. Cracking gym, really good stable in there. So the likes obviously Gary Cully coming through earlier as well. What's it sort of like working in that environment and working with someone who's obviously working at the high level? It must be great for fighters like you.
Yeah, well, me and Pete were just talking earlier, and the level of coaching and the level of our gym in terms of technicality. With Gary Cully, Jazzy Dickens, myself, Tyrone McKenna, Paul Ryan, the stables were just pushing each other on. The sparring's top quality. We've had to leave Ireland to come here and get different sparring, and that shows when we come away, like the level we're at, and it's a pleasure to be around in the gym.
How do you beat Kaisee on Saturday? Do you believe you go in there and stop him, or do you think it'll be more of a technical, a tactical approach?
I think it'll be technical and tactical. I think he's going to come, and it's up to me to get the tactics right, firstly, and get the game plan right. And I'm just there to win. I don't care how that comes. Like, we all know boxing's a crazy sport. A lot of shit can happen. Injuries, people can fall, whatever may happen. I just wish both fighters, myself included, best of health on the night, and obviously whoever puts on the best performance and gets the win, deservedly so.
How far do you feel you are off challenging for the likes of a world title? You're European champion now, so you sort of just on the cusp. Is this the sort of fight where we'll find out a lot about you and how far you are off sort of that world level, the elites, as you would call it?
Yeah, well, you know what? As I've said before, I've never really boxed on a bigger platform now. So a lot of people, only people in boxing would know who I am. There's going to be a lot of viewers here on Saturday night. The will have never seen me box before. When they do, then they'll go, you know what? He belongs up there. And that's the opportunity it's going to bring, where people start mentioning my name with the likes of the elite fighters. And that's what I want, because I want to fight the elite fighters.
You mentioned the size of the platform and new viewers, and people in boxing obviously are more than aware of who you are, the public nuisance. Can we expect any antics? We know there's a weigh-in coming up tomorrow. Have you any sort of surprises or anything in store?
Nothing surprising, just same old me. It's a public nuisance, so get yourselves ready for that. It won't be a surprise because it's me doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Well, for anyone who's not seen him, make sure you tune in, because the weigh-ins, the ring walks, everything around you, anything could happen, can't it?
Listen, we have to enjoy it. We have to enjoy it along the way. It's a short journey, and we have to make sure we enjoy every minute of it, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. Have you got a message for your supporters? Maybe obviously the people who aren't coming, who are supporting you from back home, family, friends. Have you got a message for all these guys?
Bang, bang, gravy chip.
Perfect way to end. Look, Sean, appreciate your time. Thanks for talking to Boxing Social. Wish you all the best for Saturday. We know it's going to be a great fight.
Cheers, brother. Thank you.